You probably already heard the news about the rescue teams that are searching for the submersible that got lost on their journey to go look at the Titanic. And the ticket was a little too high for me because it's $250,000. But if you're a billionaire that was going to take this trip, I don't see how you was able to do it after the CEO came out and was talking like this.
The CEO talks about hiring people.
Yes, I mean, when I started the business, one of the things you'll find there are other sub operators out there, but they typically have gentlemen who are ex-military submariners, and you'll see a whole bunch of 50-year-old white guys. I wanted our team to be younger, to be inspirational, and I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old to go pursue marine technology. But a 25-year-old, who's a sub pilot or a platform operator or one of our techs can be inspirational. And so we've really tried to get very intelligent, motivated, younger individuals involved because we're doing things that are completely new. We're taking approaches that are used largely in the aerospace industry is related to safety and some of the preponderance of checklists, things we do for risk assessments and things like that are more aviation related than ocean related. And we can train people to do that. We can train someone to pilot the sub. We use a game controller, so anybody can drive the sub.
An experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign?
Oh, take your shoes off. That's customary.
Okay. Wow. Inside, the sub has about as much room as a minivan.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. We only have one button. That's it. It should be like an elevator. It shouldn't take a lot of skill.
The Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths, 2.4 miles below the sea. It's also the only one with a toilet. Sort of. And yet, I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components. I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on!
It's...
Couple of things. If you're about to get on a plane or a ship or a submarine, me personally, I wouldn't get on a submarine or a ship because the ocean terrifies me. But if you were to do those things, the material used to put it together, I don't feel comfortable with it coming from Home Depot. And also, the steering wheel shouldn't be a video game controller because I don't want just anybody being able to operate it. It doesn't make sense. And let's just point out the irony of ironies. The CEO did not want a 50-year-old white man to be the pilot for this journey, but yet 50-year-old white men are looking for him on these rescue teams. Some stuff doesn't always have to be equal, or at least have equal outcomes. Personally, I want a 50-year-old white man who's been in a war or at least in a couple of combat missions to be my pilot. I wouldn't feel comfortable any other way. I mean, black dude too. But let's just stop trying to make everything equal. And we do have a little good news about this because the rescue teams said that they heard some banging earlier this morning. So that is good, but let's pray for these people because from what I've heard, there's only less than a day's worth of air left. So let's keep them in our thoughts and in our prayers. But it's kind of funny that there's always a news story like this that covers all the news headlines when Joe Biden and his administration or one of his family members do something crazy. Like, let's take his administration, who for some reason lost $6.2 billion to Ukraine in an accounting error. And his son was found guilty on some tax issues, and also he's taking a plea deal for that gun charge. Just little stuff like that just happens to happen coincidentally. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about this situation? Would you even get on this submarine after hearing what the CEO said? Me personally, I wouldn't because, like I said, I'm scared of the ocean because everything in the ocean will try to kill me, and we don't even know what's really out in the ocean. We haven't studied it long enough. And am I being a little conspiratorial by thinking that every time Joe Biden and his administration does something crazy, that something else covers the news headlines, like UFOs or something. But that's all I have for you today. I'm your host TJ Evans with another installment of the TJ Evans Show. Y'all remember, do your own research. Don't take my word for gold. Do the YouTube and Rumble thing. Subscribe to the page. Like this video. Check out my book on Amazon, The Diary of Marvin DeWayne. And y'all stay safe, stay prayed up, and pray for these people and their families. Peace.